Hello, everyone, and welcome to our board meeting today. We're going to be going over our social media marketing plan and kind of what our goals were and what we've done to reach those goals. So to start out, we had some goals from the CMO, and those included increasing sales, outperforming peers, spending your entire budget every week, and not only spending it, but spending it wisely, growing brand awareness, and increasing engagement. And to build off of these goals, I created a few of my own, just in addition to these goals that we wanted to reach. My personal goals were to cultivate our brand. And what I mean by that is I wanted to have a brand across all of our social media platforms that was cohesive and consistent and that sent the same message, that was attractive and aesthetically pleasing and sent the message of kind of what Buhi is all about going on adventures and getting things done and going to work and doing it all in style. And then my other goal, of course, was to increase sales. That is pretty much a given, I think. My marketing plan in order to accomplish these goals and my goals and the CMO's goals involved our channels, posts, audience, and influencers. So our channels, I knew that I wanted to be careful about spending my budget across all the channels. I wanted to utilize all the resources we had, but do it wisely and effectively. And then our posts, I know that our posts are really what can kind of make or break us. It's how we draw more people to us, and how we keep the people who already follow us engaged. And so we posted daily across several of our platforms. And then our audience, I wanted to really cater to our audience and make sure that they were engaged and that they were seeing content that they cared about. And then we did work with some influencers in an effort to kind of reach those audience members that aren't following us already, that maybe should be. As far as our strategy goes, in order to accomplish some of these goals, like I said, I spent the majority of our budget on specific sites. So I chose our most heavily trafficked sites, which consisted of Instagram and Facebook. And that was where I really spent the larger chunk of our budget every single week. That is where we see the most revenue. That's where we really gain the most in general. And I knew that that was going to be worth it. And we did post across all the other sites, but we kept it kind of to organic posts or just a few paid posts here and there in an effort to pull some more people in and get some more people engaged. We also used hashtags there, if you can see it. We also used hashtags, and this was just a part of trying to get some more people engaged with us, increase engagement across all of our sites, and hopefully kind of connect with people who have interests that Buhi aligns with, but that aren't already following us. And then we did a high frequency of organic posts. We did paid posts as well, of course, but I really felt like it was useful to utilize those organic posts as much as possible. And I saw the most benefits and the most revenue from those times when I posted as much as I could using organic posts that were free or very, very low cost. And then studies show that short captions are more effective. So we weren't doing long paragraphs on any of our posts, maybe a little bit longer captions on YouTube or sites like that. But in general, Instagram and Facebook, it was quick and short and straight to the point. As far as our actual content goes, we followed these specific steps. We catered to our audience. Like I said, I wanted to post content that our audience was actually interested in and that they engaged with. And we had slightly different audiences across our platforms. So our Facebook audience was a little bit older. We posted pictures. I think this picture actually was from one of our Facebook posts. And we posted pictures that they would be interested in and content that they would be interested in. They were a little bit older. They are part of the workforce. So they were working. They had a little bit more money. So they're traveling. We posted content that catered to those things. And we also catered specifically to the channels. I wasn't going to post a 30-minute long testimonial on Instagram or Facebook. Those posts just don't do well on platforms like that. That's more for YouTube or something else that's more catered to that. So I really tried to align our content with content that does well on these separate social media platforms. And then I mentioned this before, it was really important to me that these photos we were using and videos were aesthetically pleasing. I wanted them to all kind of have the same feel and the same brand. I really liked the outdoorsiness, or the commuter pictures, or just things that were attractive and that were appealing and that hopefully would draw people in. All the channels that we used were Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. And all of these things were useful, and we posted across every platform weekly, but we really, like I said, used Instagram and Facebook the most, and that was where we saw the most payback. The Taylor Swift crisis was concerning, and it was something that we really wanted to get out in front of. And so we did issue a public response right away saying that we would launch an internal investigation, which we did. I think the main thing from this is we, going forward, are going to make an effort to be a little more transparent with our following. Some of the negative effects we saw were a lack of followers. We lost some followers, and of course the bad press is never helpful. That being said, I think it is something that we can move forward from. I think that with this new air of transparency, we'll be able to gain those followers back and then some, and it will end up being hopefully a really positive change for us. Now, talking about budget and revenue, the total budget that we spent on this marketing plan was $41,617, but our total revenue was $344,380.08. So I think these changes that we made and these things we did in an effort to reach our goals really did work. And I think it's clear that it paid off. And I feel confident taking some of these skills and lessons into the next weeks, months, and years, we'll be able to double and even triple that number. Thank you so much for coming, and thanks for being here.